Hello, my little artists. I hope you guys enjoyed the video about big cats and learning all those cool things. And now it's time for us to draw a big cat. And this year we are going to be doing the king of the jungle, Simba himself, the lion. Okay, so make sure you've got your pencil. I've got my Sharpie. Write your name on your paper up in the top corner, like we always do, and then flip your paper over and get ready to start. And remember, you're drawing with a pencil. I'm using a Sharpie. You want to use a pencil so you can erase. I can't erase my mistakes. But that's okay. I want you to be able to see what I'm drawing. And it's okay to make mistakes. We've learned we turn our mistakes into masterpieces. Mistakes are how we learn. Okay, so now that we're ready, we are going to start right here in the middle of our paper, and we are going to draw our lion's nose. Now, as you can see, what shape is this? It's a triangle, but it's a little curved. Not quite a perfectly straight triangle. So I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to draw kind of a curved line. Not quite a rainbow, just a little curve. Then I'm going to come down and make a dot. You can't see that. Make a dot underneath. And then I'm going to curve up to the right and curve down from the left. And now my lion has a nose. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to draw the letter U, which is going to be his face. So I'm going to start up here. See where his nose is? I'm going to come up and I'm going to curve out, around, and then back in a little bit. So watch carefully. I'm going to start up here. I'm going to curve out, around, and back up. Does it have to look perfect? Nope. Doesn't have to look perfect. Okay, now up here I'm going to make a little curved line, a little rainbow line, but I don't want it to touch the edges because I need to add his ears. So I just drew this little line right here, and then I'm going to draw those big curves for his ears. I'm going to put a little circle in each one for the inside of his ears. So go ahead and get his ears drawn, and then we're going to move on. Okay, now I need to draw the bridge of his nose. Okay, so I'm going to start on either end of his triangle nose, and I'm going to come up towards the top. Now, I didn't go all the way over to the ends of that curved line. I came in a little bit. So I'm going to go up, and I came in from these a little bit because we've got to make sure we have room for his eyes. And then I'm just going to draw a circle over here, circle over here. And then just do two little circles up in the top right, and those are going to be those white dots, what we call the catch light in his eyes. And we'll color his eyes in black and leave these white. Okay, now we need to finish drawing his face. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start at the bottom of his triangle nose and draw a vertical line down to the bottom of his face. then from the corner, I'm going to draw a curved line down and a curved line down. And that gives us his face. Now the next thing we need to add is his mane. Okay? Now his mane takes up almost all of the paper. Big cat. So I'm going to start up here above his ears, and I'm going to start with a little dot. And I'm just going to do big rainbow lines all the way around, all the way under, all the way over, almost touching the end, and then I'll do one more back to the middle. Now, does his mane have to look absolutely perfect? No, doesn't have to look perfect. It's like we drew his face instead of a giant cloud. But once we add the color and his legs, it'll look more like a mane. Right now it looks like we've got this cute little kitty face in a cloud. Okay, now we're going to add his legs. So finish up his mane, and then we're going to do his legs. Okay, so on either side of his face, I'm going to come down to his mane, and I'm going to draw diagonal line going out. Then I'm going to draw a smiley face in towards the middle, smiley face in towards the middle, but they don't touch. Short diagonal line up, short diagonal line up. So 2 diagonals down, 2 smiley faces in, 2 diagonals up, but not all the way. And then I connect them with a smiley face. And then he just needs 2 diagonal lines for toes on either side. Now we have his front legs done. Then all we have to do, we're almost done. We just got to do his 2 back legs, his tail, and then add some grass. And we're done. So to do his back legs, I'm going to start over here on the left. I'm going to make a diagonal line and then curve it into his foot. But I don't want it to curve down here at the bottom. See how I came down and then curved it in, and it's up a little bit? That way it looks like that leg is behind his front leg. So I'm going to come down and curve in, and then just add 1 little toe. Then we'll do the same thing on this side. Come down, curve line in with a little diagonal toe. Just take a couple seconds, finish all 4 of his legs, and then we're going to add his tail. Okay, now to do his tail, I'm going to start right here on the side of his foot, back leg, and I'm going to draw backwards letter C. Then we'll start on his mane and do another backwards letter C. Then I'm going to do a frowny face connecting those 2 lines, going out a little bit. And then I going to continue that line around, sideways curve. And then this one, I'm going to make an S curve. I'm going to come up and then curve out and back in. So watch. I curve in, out, and back up. And that gives him the end of his tail right there. And then I'm just going to draw some zigzag lines up here. And that's going to be some grass. Okay, so finish up his tail. And go ahead and put your pencil up. And then we're going to talk about how to color. Now, I just outlined with my marker. Remember, we outline with marker, color with a crayon. So I did his cheeks, the bridge of his nose, and the inside of his ears yellow. I did around his face, his legs, and his tail in brown. And his nose is brown. His eyes are black. And then his mane and the tip of his tail I did orange. Grass is green. You can color all of this grass, and then you can color around him blue for the sky if you have time, which you should, because it didn't take us very long to draw our cute little lion. So you guys need to finish up, and then you guys can go ahead and color. Remember, outline with marker, color with crayon. And I hope you guys had fun learning about big cats and learning how to draw this adorable little lion. And until next time.